We wanted to give you a very short brief this morning on the state of security in the country after the voting that took place yesterday. I would like first of all to start by saying on behalf of our colleagues in government and the security sector, we want to congratulate our fellow citizens. Yesterday was a great day for our country. We are so grateful that we were able to participate in the electoral process yesterday very successfully. We had very peaceful, orderly, and organized elections across the country. We had the least level of security-related incidents in the country in history. So for that, we want to congratulate our fellow citizens and say how grateful we are, and it's a time for us as Kenyans to be proud of our country and to be proud of what we have achieved. In the same vein, we would like to congratulate and thank the IEBC. Our fellow Kenyans, the men and women who are leading that institution, did us proud for conducting a peaceful and orderly elections. We thank them, we continue to wish them well, and we continue to pledge our support and facilitation to them as they conduct this important exercise to its logical conclusion. And while on that, I would like to urge fellow Kenyans that now that we have voted and we have an institution in place mandated by the Constitution to conduct elections, it's only fair and responsible of all of us to let the IEBC continue to conduct the process until its logical conclusion and until they announce the outcome of the elections. Until then, we remain committed to do our part in ensuring that the country is secure and safe. And on that note, I would like to assure fellow Kenyans this morning on behalf of my colleagues that our country is secure, our country is safe. We had a fairly calm and quiet night last night, and in many parts of the country, our fellow Kenyans are going about their duties as they usually do. And those who, for one reason or another, have not resumed, we want to ask them to resume and continue with their day-to-day activities as we, of course, await the IEBC to complete the process of elections. We will do whatever it takes lawfully and constitutionally to protect lives and property. That is our mandate, and it's our responsibility that we intend to execute effectively. And we want to assure everyone that they have nothing to worry about. They should go about their activities without any bother. We are so grateful, and I think on behalf of my colleagues, we would like to thank Kenya's friends and partners who have come to our country as election observers, representing various institutions around the world, various other practitioners who have been involved in this process, including the huge contingent of media practitioners from around the world who have come to our country, that they are still welcome in our country and that they should feel safe and go about whatever business that brought them here, as long as, of course, they're doing it within the law. And we will continue to do our part in ensuring that everything goes on smoothly. So, like all law-abiding citizens, we will continue our activities, and we will wait upon the IBC to guide us on how we will move forward with the rest of the electoral processes. And please, Kenyans, let us refrain from any activities that will unduly endanger the security of the country or unduly affect individuals and groups of people. This, of course, includes our behavior and our conduct on social media, because we have seen, very aggressive social media activity this morning, including claims of riots or claims of unrest, which are not true. The Inspector General of Police is here, and all our critical actors in the security sector are here, and they were in constant touch with all the 8 regional commissioners across the country, and the country is calm and safe. Let's not battle or engage in destructive activities. And of course, we have said this enough times, but we do not mind saying it again, that we should be responsible citizens in the manner in which we interact on social media. We still need each other. We are each other's keeper. This is our country. We, as Kenyans, should be most grateful because God has favored us and blessed us with a great country, and we should take care of this country and refrain from any activity that will endanger the lives of others or hurt the stability of the country. But of course, that does not mean that we will do our lawful duty to ensure that where we feel that actions or activities on social media are encroaching on the security of the country, or they are encroaching on the manner in which we ought to live, we will act and do what the law allows us to do as we go along. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we'll take 1 or 2 questions from Goy.
Good morning, my name is Sophie Ngoma from the South African Broadcasting Corporation, SABC. I just want to check, have you identified any hotspot?
Good afternoon, Alvin Sinclair, also from the SABC. Do you think that the calmness and the peace that you portray at the moment could be under threat in light of the political rhetoric and in light of the sentiments being said by the leader of the presidential leader of NASA, Raila Odinga, that they are calling on Kenyans at this moment to remain calm? However, at some point they will call on them to take on action.
Well, first of all, let me just take the 2 questions. First of all, I don't understand the respect in which you asked the question of identifying hotspots. We have been having discussions in the security sector with our colleagues as they were preparing for elections, and we discussed the deployment of security agents in various parts of the country. You observed this yourself yesterday. We had a very peaceful election. I was in this exact spot the day before yesterday, assuring Kenyans that the police are going to be very peaceful, friendly, and ensure that you go about your democratic activity effectively, and that happened yesterday. So as at now, I do not think there is any part of this country I would point out as a hotspot or one that is troubled for one reason or another. As for whether the calmness is going to be disturbed, I am not aware of any threat to the security and the calmness of the country. And you know, we are public servants. We do not comment or engage in any politics or political rhetoric. We don't do that. We have a specific responsibility, and we discharge our responsibility without getting involved in any political activities or political actions that happen anywhere in the country. But I can assure Kenyans, we are not aware of any possible threat as a result of political activity in the country, and therefore I don't see any reason why I would caution anyone about being careful about any activity that's going on. We're not aware of any. Lastly,
Potentially, from KBC. Can you kindly confirm to Kenyans, because the media has been receiving information that there's a bit of unrest in Nyanza region, especially Kisumu. Can you confirm to Kenyans if this is true or if it's not true?
we are not aware of it. Yeah. We're not aware of it. The Inspector General of Police is here. We're not aware of it. Because, you know, that's why I said earlier, we need to be very careful about social media and the information that is battled around. If things happen in particular parts of the country, we are the first ones to know that that's happening, because the security structure in the country goes down right to the village, to the neighborhoods across the country. So I'm not aware of that. And of course, if there was such disturbance, the Inspector General of Police would know, and he's here. He hasn't told us anything about any unrest anywhere in the country. Thank you very much.
Okay, see you at 4.